What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. Met a lawman making a powerful case for Ripple in a recent interview, really showing they may drastically improve their position on appeal. And what he says is, look, what's really happening here? Institutions, they're buying XRP from Ripple at wholesale prices, and then they're reselling that commodity on the market. It'd be very similar than if you went to Howie Company and you bought some oranges at wholesale and then you stocked your grocery store or your supermarket. That's not a securities transaction. That's just the sell and trade of a commodity, a pure commodity. And so if you want to invest in Ripple's enterprise, it's pretty simple. You just buy their stock. And in this case, that's not what's happening. That's not what happened with Howie. Howie Company did not give you some sort of commodity. They didn't give you any of their oranges. They didn't give you anything. They gave you rights to their enterprise. That's not really what's happening with Ripple and these institutions. It's going to be really interesting. The question I ask you is the SEC making a grave mistake here? Might they have to give back most or all of that money that they were awarded by Judge Torres? Maybe they should have left well enough alone. Now, Mark Fagel, former regional director, confident in the SEC's position here. And he's saying what I'm describing here is not the trade of a commodity, but the underwriting of a securities offering. He says Ripple lawyers may very well cross appeal, but they won't be making that argument. This is one of those rare times where I didn't interject. You have a former regional director of the SEC, an attorney that has won at the Supreme Court level for the SEC and against the SEC. And then you have Meta Lawman, a professional in his trade. And I just let them kind of discuss and argue this point. Meta Lawman said the following: this is misinformation. XRP, it's not a security. The distribution of XRP to retail, therefore, is obviously not a security underwriting. Listen, this is security law 101. Both are pretty confident in their position, aren't they? We had Mark Fagel follow up with, I guess we'll see what happens in the Second Circuit, if they even cross appeal here. So it'll be interesting. We'll probably see more of their strategy here. If they do cross appeal, we'll get to read what their arguments are. But, hearing Meta Lawman speak, and I'll try to find that interview and link it down below. It was powerful. It made a lot of sense. Now, you do have to look at Judge Torres. She ruled those are securities transactions. Pretty sound judge there. Seemed to grasp all the main issues. So we'll see it play out. But I think it is a risky move by the SEC. Maybe they should just take what they got here and move on. Go after those exchanges. Go after other people. I don't think it's going to get much better here. It may get a lot worse. Really interesting post by Arthur Brito. It's quite old, but I think it shows where they're going here with RLUSD and real-world assets and a lot of the advancements you're seeing with the XRP ledger. This was really the original vision. We kind of got off track. And what he says is, I expect the majority of people using Ripple's payment network to be able to ignore XRP. He describes XRP as a hidden plumbing. You shouldn't even know XRP is anywhere in use when you're sending payments. And so we see them putting on digital dollars, and you should see, digital pesos and yuan and all sorts of stuff. That was the original vision. And XRP, again, is this hidden plumbing that makes it all flow. He's even said the following, and I think this is really important. The value of XRP is less important than the spread. Now, I know a lot of people saw that and like, oh no, they don't care about the value of XRP. It's not that. A lot of people think you just need a really high XRP to make the system work. But what's one of the biggest problems we see with ODL? There's big spreads. There's a lot of cost in this trading. And so if you can take those transactions on chain where it's cheap, instant, and efficient, you're really going to make this system flow the way it was designed to do from day one. This is why I've been saying it's so important they launch RLUSD on chain and that it works in those AMMs. It looks like they have that fixed in a big way, and we may quickly get those updates to make that happen. And I think it's going to be imperative to the growth and adoption of the XRP ledger. So many people think this is going to take away from XRP. In my mind, this is going to build real value and build XRP's value. Only time will tell, but I think no doubt these features are vital. And it's not a pivot. It's really what they should have been doing from day one. When you hear Chris Larson talk about the XRP ledger back in the day, this is the type of thing he was talking about. Tokenizing all kinds of value, and again, using XRP as this kind of metaphorically hidden plumbing here to make it all flow. This is really where they need to take this thing. And RLUSD, I think, is just the first step. We need this to be successful. It's not even funny. Ripple has to knock this out the park. Lastly, we had that HBO documentary where they show Peter Todd as Satoshi. I don't even think that's a realistic possibility, but that's not so important. What kind of disappointed me is I don't think they really grasped the argument between big blocks and small blocks and really what people are trying to accomplish with crypto in general or Bitcoin. I didn't think it was very good. Let me know down below what you think, though. Did the HBO documentary get it right? The first part of it I thought was fairly entertaining, but the back end, as they were getting ready to call Peter Todd Satoshi, I thought was quite silly. And I just think they missed a lot of stuff, didn't know what they were talking about. But let me know what you thought. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.